Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about mangas and sometimes books. As for today's video, I have the reading log for the month of June, and as you can tell, I didn't read a lot of manga, but I am slowly but surely getting over the reading slump I have been going through this entire year. So hopefully for next month I'll have more mangas to talk about, but for now I have a total of 4 mangas, 2 BLs, and 2 duties. And so, without any more further ado, let's get started. So, let's start off with this one, which is Shoot Juliet Down. This is by Komichi Katsura. This is the first volume, and this is a BL. And in this story, we follow two characters, which are this guy and this guy, who's, as per usual, I already forgot their names. But let's take a look at the back, and we follow Judy, also known as Juliet, and Akatsuki. So this guy is Akatsuki, and this is Judy. So they work at a hostess bar, and there's always a competition between both of them to see who is going to have the more clients, and that's how they know each other. They're co-workers, but at the same time kind of like enemies, kind of like rivals, and that's how the relationship is. That is until one day Akatsuki hears a rumor that Judy is into guys, and so he kind of wants to test the waters, and so he approaches Judy one night, and yeah, things start to unravel from there because Akatsuki and Judy have a one night stand, and then Akatsuki wants to continue with this relationship, but Yuri has a bit of a secret that he wants no one to know about, and we kind of see a glimpse of that secret in this volume. But I feel like it's a very, very dark and twisted something that's happening to Yuri, and Akatsuki is obviously frustrated with the fact that Yuri is hiding this from him, and Yuri is pulling away from Akatsuki, and that's how things end with Akatsuki and Yuri having a fight over this whole thing that Yuri doesn't want Akatsuki to know about. And that's how the first volume ends, and I was so intrigued I decided to get the second volume, but I have yet to read it again. But hopefully I will do it soon. This story is really interesting. I really like the fact that we get a bit of the hostess bar, how everything is handled there, and the competition between both of them, and how at first Akatsuki approaches Judy in a way to mess with him, but as the first volume moves on, we kind of see how Akatsuki is actually quite attractive, and he wants to know Judy more on a more personal level. But again, Judy is hiding this and doesn't want anyone to know, so we shall see how the second volume continues from then. And yeah, this is the first volume, and it was very good. I really enjoyed it, and if you want to know more about it, pause the video and let's move on to the second BL that I read. Okay, moving on to the other BL manga that I read in June is this one, which is I'm Kinda Chubby and I'm Your Hero. This is by Nore, and in this manga we follow Ponjiro and Nasuke, who is a pastry chef, and Ponjiro is a actor. At the moment, he's currently acts in plays, but he wants to land a big role. But as someone who's overweight, he's again, like the title says, he's a bit chubby, and so he has a lot of confidence issues, especially with when some of his friends tell him that he should go on a diet, and that maybe that would help his progress in landing a big role in a play. But Ponjiro is someone who's those criticisms get to him, but not in a deeper way, not in a way that would damage, do a lot of damage. Obviously, it hurts him, but he still tries his best. And then one day he receives this bag that has a bunch of pastries, and so he now has a fan, and that's kind of like the push that he needs to continue working hard towards his dream of landing a big role. And then he, as you can see, he is enjoying that pastry a lot, and now he's questioning himself who that fan might be, who that person who is pushing him and sending him his best wishes is. And he thinks it's this girl right here, but it's not. It's this guy Nosuke, who is the pastry chef. And towards the end, towards the middle of this volume, Ponjiro learns that Nosuke is the one who is sending those gifts to him, and there is a bit of friendship that kind of develops between them, and that is obviously going to grow into a bit more. But yeah, I haven't read the second volume. I've only read this one, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's such a fun time. It's just a bit of a slice of life type of thing where we follow an actor and a pastry chef and how they meet and how they are actually going to start falling in love. It was just a cute, wholesome time. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to read the second volume. And moving on to the Yuri, which I don't think I'm going to talk a lot about because I have here the second volume of The Guy She Was Interested in. It wasn't a guy at all. This is by Sumiko Arai, and this is the first volume. And yeah, we continue to follow the same characters and their same dilemmas, trying to figure out their feelings for one another. What is it that they're actually feeling when the person, their friend, is getting too close to them? Their heart goes pitter patter, and all of that jizz. This is just a very cute slice of life Judy. I really enjoyed this. I really like the fact that the girls are starting off as friends and getting to know one another before they get into a relationship. I really enjoyed that. It's again, it's a wholesome Yuri that you will find everything. There's comedy, there's romance, there's friendship, and yeah, it's just a good time. I 100% recommend this Yuri, especially if you want to get into Yuri or you have never once read Yuri. I feel like this is the place to start off. Yeah, 100% recommend this one. And the other Yuri that I don't have a lot to talk about is The White Rose in Bloom. This is another Yuri. This one we follow different characters and their different like romances, but in this one we are following the story of Liz, who is this girl, and her relationship with her, who is apparently like a stepsister and something like that, and how what's her name, Rose? No, not Rose, Steph. Yeah, so this is Steph. So we basically follow the background story of Steph and what is her relationship with Liz's mother, and how Steph came to be part of Liz's family and came to live in Liz's life, and all of that. We get all the background info, and that's pretty much all this volume is about. Yeah, again, I feel like I cannot talk about this all up if there's someone here that hasn't read the other volumes, but this is another Judy I really recommend. It's also really like cute in a way, but there's also like dark undertones to it, and it has a lot to do with Asumiko Nakamura, who is the author. She tends to write a lot of heavy theme undertones into her stories, even when those stories tend to be cute, which is something that I really like about her. And yeah, this is another manga that I recommend if you have never read anything by Asumiko Nakamura. This is a great way to start, and also if you want to read like a Yuri written by her, because I know she mainly writes BL, but this being her Yuri, it's amazing. I really liked it, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a huge fan of Asumiko Nakamura. But yeah, 100% recommend this one. Give it a try. And yeah, that's it for today's video. That's all I have read. Like I've mentioned before, I'm slowly but surely coming out of that reading slump, and I feel like what has helped the most is BL. Like I've been reading BL up a lot. I never finished the mangas that I pick up. Like I always leave them halfway, but recently I've been finishing everything I start to read. So hopefully, again, there will be a bigger, longer video for you guys in July with more like new mangas that I haven't seen anyone talk about and all of that. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.